Supa Dups Black Chinese, bigging up all hiphop.com. Hear that? Well, my background is I'm a DJ. Started out DJing since I was like 12. Then I started producing at like 17, 16, 17. Just got more into producing over the years. My style is basically an influence of all of the music that I grew up listening to. Mainly being reggae because I'm Jamaican, and hip-hop because I was raised here. And then when I moved to like Georgia and stuff, then I got introduced to like rock and country, and I'm just everything in one, you know what I mean? How I linked with that was through my manager, Mr. Morgan. He is good friends with Paul, and that's how that Paul Rosenberg, that's Eminem's manager, and that's how that whole situation came up. So he gave Paul a couple beats and liked one, ended up on Recovery, and then Eminem came back and said, yo, need more beats, and gave him the Fast Lane beat, and he did it with Royce the 5'9", you know what I mean? So basically it's the links, you know what I mean?
Now, here we come, and we ain't stopping until we see the morning sun.
Actually, that movie, Project X was supposed to come out a long time ago, and actually it got licensed before Real Steel. Fastlane came out of Real Steel. So like you say, Fastlane got licensed months after the White Trash Party, but now the Project X came out after the Real Steel, and it's kind of confusing. So all you movie people, you know what I mean? I could do my thing too, you know? The work that I have coming up in the near future is a lot of work, but I just don't want to talk about it until it comes out. You know how this music business is. And plus I don't want to piss a bunch of people off, you know what I mean? I love all types of music, and I don't want to be just stuck to one particular genre. I like to explore, and at the end of the day I just like to make good music, you know what I mean? So I would love to even do a country album one day, you know what I mean? I love country music as well. Alternative. You know what I mean? I'm just not stuck to one type of music. Reggae though is mainly that's what my baby is, because being from Jamaica, that's how I grew up, and that's what I listened to all my damn life, you know what I mean? Being the only outside producer on the album, how that came about is I did a remix to Billionaire, and I love that record, but it was Hot 97 that asked me if I could, because the program director, Ebro, loved the record so much. She's like, I can't play this version on a mainly urban station, and he asked me to remix it. So it got back to Travi, and it got back to Bruno, and then Bruno remembered now that, you know what I mean? Like, hey, this little guy could rock reggae, and then he sent me Liquor Store Blues to redo it. And I also did Our First Time, to actually give it that real, authentic, you know what I mean? That smoke weed shit. My Twitter is @SupaDups. My website, www.blackchinese.com, and my Instagram is the same thing. Tumblr, Supa Dups, SupaDups.